Hey, Kool-Aids! What if I told you Barcelona's biggest embarrassment this season isn't happening on the pitch? As the transfer window approaches, the club is making headlines for all the wrong reasons. Hansi Flick has openly admitted he's not pleased with the ongoing registration drama involving Dani Olmo and Pau Victor. Could this be Barcelona's most embarrassing episode yet? Stick around as we break down the latest setback for the Blaugrana. And hey, if you want to stay up to date with all things Barcelona, don't forget to like this video and subscribe to the channel for more exclusive content. So, what exactly is happening? Well, La Liga has officially rejected Barcelona's attempts to register Dani Olmo ahead of the January transfer window. That's right, despite efforts behind the scenes, Olmo and Pau Victor's futures hang in the balance. But in a surprising twist, Barcelona recently received around 28 million from the sale of VIP seats at the Camp Nou. Now, while this cash injection boosts the club's finances, it might not be enough to save their transfer plans. Barcelona is now anxiously waiting for La Liga's approval on the 1-1 spending rule, a critical move that could open the door to market activity. However, reports indicate that even if this rule gets greenlit, it may still block Olmo and Pau Victor from being registered. Let's put this into perspective. Dani Olmo arrived from RB Leipzig for a hefty $51 million this past summer. Yet here we are, months later, and he's still waiting for that all-important registration. If Barcelona fails to sort this out, both Olmo and Pau Victor could either leave the club or be sidelined for the rest of the season. That's not exactly what you want to hear when you're trying to close the gap with Real Madrid. Right now, Barcelona sits 5 points behind their eternal rivals, and Flick knows the stakes are higher than ever. Now, let's talk about Hansi Flick's reaction to all of this. In a recent press conference, Flick didn't hold back his feelings. It's normal. To be honest, I wasn't happy with the situation either, Flick admitted. The players aren't happy either, but we have to accept that we are professionals. I'm optimistic, but we have to wait for the decision. When asked if he had any discussions with Barcelona president Joan Laporta regarding the matter, Flick kept it brief but mysterious. When I speak with the president, it's private and will remain private, he added. So there you have it. Barcelona's transfer headache continues, and the pressure is on. Will the club manage to register Olmo and Pau Victor? Or is this the beginning of another financial soap opera? Only time will tell. Let me know your thoughts in the comments below. Should Barca focus on new signings, or is it time to trust the current squad? It's a stressful situation, and the tension is mounting. Dani Olmo, one of Barcelona's star signings, finds himself in a precarious position, with his future hanging in the balance. As Barcelona continues to wrestle with financial regulations, Olmo's ability to play in the second half of the season is now uncertain. His agent, Andy Barra, has come forward to shed light on the unfolding drama, and the frustration behind the scenes is palpable. In the summer of 2024, Barcelona made waves by signing Olmo from RB Leipzig. The deal was a statement of intent, with the club splashing out 55 million, along with 7 million in add-ons. Olmo's arrival brought excitement and optimism to the Catalan fan base, and his early performances lived up to the hype. However, as the months passed, his form began to waver. Now, the focus has shifted from his performance on the pitch to his eligibility to even continue playing. La Liga's strict salary cap regulations have left Barcelona scrambling to re-register Olmo's contract, a hurdle that could see him sidelined for the remainder of the league campaign. Andy Barra, speaking to renowned journalist Fabrizio Romano for Give Me Sport, opened up about the toll this situation is taking on Olmo. It's a stressful situation for Dani, as it would be for any other player. But he's a great player in person, he's trying to stay calm. Of course, Dani is a winner, and he loves to play the games, not to watch them, Barra explained. The agent's words paint a picture of a player desperate to contribute but forced to sit on the sidelines, powerless to influence the club's bureaucratic battles. Barra emphasized that money has never been the driving force behind Olmo's career decisions. Dani plays football because he loves the game. He made a massive effort to be at Barcelona. I'm also happy to have Dani at Barcelona. He's one of the best players in the world, at one of the biggest clubs in the world. The sentiment highlights Olmo's dedication and passion, suggesting that his attachment to Barcelona goes beyond financial incentives or short-term gains. The relationship between Olmo's camp and the Barcelona hierarchy remains strong. Barça was quick to underline the respect they hold for the club's president, Joan Laporta, and sporting director, Deco. They made a big effort to bring in Dani last summer. We like their project. It's a big one for the future, one of the best in the world in the next years. Despite the current challenges, Barras' words reflect a long-term belief in the direction Barcelona is heading, reinforcing the idea that Olmo's camp views this as a temporary setback rather than a reason to panic. Barra also made it abundantly clear that leaving the club is not on the table. We are not negotiating with any club. Dani is a Barcelona player, and he wants to be a Barcelona player. He has made a big effort in his life to be at Barcelona. It was his desire for a long time. The loyalty and unwavering commitment to Barcelona are evident, with Olmo and his inner circle resolute in their stance. Barcelona is the first and last option. Dani, his father, family, me, were not thinking about other options, Barra concluded. This powerful statement leaves no room for speculation. For Dani Olmo, Barcelona is not just a club. It's a dream, a goal, and a home. Now, as the club battles to resolve these administrative hurdles, fans wait anxiously, hoping that one of their brightest stars can continue to shine on the pitch, where he belongs. What if I told you Barcelona's wage bill isn't just high, it's eye-watering? And despite their financial troubles, some players are still raking in staggering amounts. But who exactly is pocketing the most at the Blaugrana? And who's barely making a dent in the club's budget? Let's break down Barcelona's wage structure and reveal the shocking disparities that will leave you questioning everything. Barcelona, one of the most iconic football clubs in the world. A team that has brought home countless trophies, thrilled millions of fans, and built a legacy that stretches far beyond the pitch. But behind the scenes, the club has been battling financial storms that have reshaped their transfer policies and player wages. Since Joan Laporta stepped in as president, the club has pulled every economic lever possible just to stay afloat. Yet, even with salary cuts and player sales, some stars at Barça still earn astronomical figures. Goalkeepers. Let's start with the goalkeepers. Marc-André ter Stegen, the man between the posts and the club's first captain, is the highest paid keeper, earning a hefty $6.3 million per year. His deputies, Iñaki Peña and Wojciech Szczesny, take home around $3 million each. But then there's Ander Astrolaga, the 20-year-old keeper from Barça Athletic, who earns a modest $200,000 annually, a fraction compared to his senior counterparts. Defenders. Moving to the backline, Jules Koundé leads the pack with an incredible $13.55 million a year. Inigo Martinez and Andreas Christensen aren't far behind, both earning over $9 million. Surprisingly, Ronald Araujo, arguably one of Barcelona's best defenders, earns $7 million, significantly less than his colleagues. Even 17-year-old Pau Cubarsí earns more than some seasoned pros, with $4 million annually. At the bottom of the list, Alejandro Balde and Hector Fort, earning $1.67 million and $840,000 respectively. Midfielders. Now, let's talk midfield. This might shock you. Frenkie de Jong is Barcelona's highest-paid midfielder, pocketing a jaw-dropping $19 million a year. That's more than double what Dani Olmo, Pedri and Xavi make. Olmo and Pedri both earn $9.38 million, while Xavi sits at $6.8 million. On the lower end, Marc Casado and Marc Bernal, two rising stars from the academy, earn $520,000 and $320,000. Attackers. And now, for the showstoppers, the forwards. Robert Lewandowski is the undisputed top earner at the club, pulling in a staggering $33.33 million annually. That's more than double what the next highest paid forward makes. Ansu Fati, despite his struggles with form and injuries, earns $13.95 million, slightly edging out Rafinha, who takes home $12.5 million. Ferran Torres isn't far behind with 10 million. And then there's Lamine Yamal, one of Barca's brightest prospects. Despite his immense talent and growing importance to the team, he earns just 1.67 million. Let's recap the top 5 highest paid players at Barcelona. 1. Robert Lewandowski, 33 million. 2. Frenkie de Jong, 19 million. 3. Ansu Fati, 14 million. 4. Jules Koundé, 13 million. 5. Rafinha, 12 million. And the 5 lowest paid players. 1. Ander Astralaga, 200,000. 2. Pablo Torre, 210,000. 3. Marc Bernal, 320,000. 4. Pau Victor, 380,000. 5. Marc Casado, 520,000. Now, let's look at the bigger picture. How much does Barcelona spend on each section of the pitch? Goalkeepers, 12.75 million. Defenders, 51.44 million. Midfielders, 49.61 million. Forwards, 71.83 million. That brings the grand total of Barcelona's annual wage bill to 185.63 million. Despite financial struggles, Barcelona's wage bill remains sky high, reflecting their commitment to retaining top talent. But as the club balances between competing at the highest level and stabilizing their finances, one thing is clear: every euro counts. Will these wages lead Barca back to glory, or will they weigh the club down in the seasons to come? What do you think? Are some of these players overpaid or underpaid? Drop your thoughts in the comments below, and don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit that notification bell for more deep dives into the world of football.